Hello everyone and welcome to a game between Jeremyau versus Tho. Both players have chosen random, and both players actually got Night Elf. So we're going to be going into a Night Elf mirror match. Xander, interesting, yeah. So interesting thing about daylight saving time. I believe a couple years ago, there was some sort of federal ruling to change when daylight saving time would end because of the time it coincided with Halloween, an American, I guess not really a holiday, American festival with kids trick-or-treating. When they ended daylight saving time early, all of a sudden kids who were trick-or-treating, it got really dark really quick. I checked again. I think Tho is on the bottom. All right, let me pause this real fast. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch this. All right. No, it's not. So, no, Jeremyau is blue. No, that was right. That was right. It's Jeremyau versus Tho. Alright, I'm getting all confused. Yeah, Tho is in fact red. Tho is in fact red over here on the bottom left. Jeremyau is blue over here on the top right. It is going to be Keeper of the Grove versus Keeper of the Grove coming across in this matchup. And, well, because the joys of daylight saving time and the transition, even though it is only 7 o'clock in the morning, all of my daughters are awake. All right, so I'm not being a horrible father. They are in the next room. They're playing. They're having fun. And hopefully I won't get too distracted. Funny that Kids Trick or Treat doesn't have... Anyways, let's go ahead and make our rounds here. Ancient of War already uprooted, going to be absorbing a bit of damage. Keeper of the Grove going to be making its way out here in this matchup, this Night Elf mirror match where both sides have scouted each other and have realized what the other race is. Ancient of War still absorbing a bit of damage here. Keeper of the Grove should be popping on out. There it goes. Actually getting a little bit slowed, spawning on the wrong side as the Ents will be joining in on the fight. Circlet of Nobility, the item drop there. Meanwhile, coming back on the other side here, Keeper of the Grove, it gets a Circlet of Nobility as well. And, well, it looks as though Tho is actually going to be a little bit up ahead because he did not use that, or he didn't cast Ents to try and summon. So he is currently up about 90 mana and should be able to continue that pressure later on. All right, both sides still looking to creep. Meanwhile, Jeremy off to the north here, going to go ahead and try and clear out some of this off over here, taking out some of these sea turtles and giant sea turtles as well. Alright, pressure going to be coming across, looking for a detonation, and takes down one of those Ents, the other one taking down or taking near fatal damage as the Keeper of the Grove going to finish off this giant sea turtle, hoping for a Mantle of Intelligence. Nope, picks up a Cloak of Shadows as more Ents are joining in on the fight here. Alright, mana efficiency is always extremely important in this matchup. Keeper of the Grove getting up to level 2, and both sides seem to be content just clearing out their own neck of the woods. Dual archers, 4 Ents getting ready and in position here to try and fight and engage. And this is actually a brilliant strategy by Jeremyau, knowing that those Ents would be very key and it would play a critical role in trying to clear out this later creep camp. You can see now Tho's Keeper of the Grove completely out of mana. Meanwhile, Jeremy still has 100 mana ready to go and ready to clear out this expansion here and perhaps set up an expansion of his own. Oh, wow, there was an entangle right there. That was quickly shut down once more. Tome of Strength going to be left behind. I forgot that wisp was in fact the red kind. Alright, Keeper of the Grove going to be able to get to level 3 here in just a moment. It looks like, yep, there is going to be a Tree of Life being added, and it looks as though Tho will be doing the same exact thing. Alright. Keeper of the Grove going after the Null Assassin is going to be able to finish things off. Null Warden, last unit left here. Are we going to be seeing, yep, there is that Tree of Life again. Now, Concealed Hill, one of the maps that only has 5 gold mines, so the center gold mine is going to become extremely important. Another thing to note is that the main these expansion gold mines only have 1250 gold, so they do run out of gold fairly quickly. There is that Entangle taking down one of those archers. There's a detonation, not quite sure what that detonation was supposed to go on to, as those Keeper of the Grove had already moved. More units going to try and engage once more. Are we going to see a, well, finishing off of that archer, one more attack necessary? There it goes. There's another detonation, as well that archer will end up getting taken down. Units trying to make their way back once more. That archer getting finished off again, as units are just getting picked off left and right because of Entangle. Alright, Entangle finally being cast onto a Keeper of the Grove himself. 475 mana versus 375. Ring of Regeneration versus Pendant of Energy. Alright, Pendant of Energy. Mana increased by 100 now. So, yeah, I believe that was less than before. As Staff of Teleportation, now going to take him back home, back next to those Moonwells. Doesn't want to use them. Oh, nope, going to go ahead and use them on all of those Moonwells and pick them back up. Already back up to 300 mana, ready to go for this next battle. Oh, what is this? We are going into an Alchemist as that second hero coming in from Jeremy, as both sides are going to be doing some fighting. There goes an Entangle onto the Archer. There goes an Entangle plus Acid Bomb. That is a lot of damage to be added up right there, as that Keeper of the Grove already down to 192 hit points because of that negative armor. Both sides fighting their way through. However, the Black Arrows, if it finishes off that Archer, a skeleton will go ahead and pop back up, as the Archer taking more damage again. Alright, it is level 2 Entangle over level 2 Trent right there, as that Entangle did cause a little bit of a problem, and there is once again a little bit more damage coupled in with, well, a little bit of pathing again. The Dark Ranger trying to dodge Acid Bomb with that negative armor, and this Dark Ranger looks like it will get taken out. There it goes, getting taken down at level 1. Alright, interesting strategy coming in from Jeremy, using the negative armor from the Acid Bomb to increase the overall damage of the archers, coupled with the slow and, well, rooting effect of the Keeper of the Grove to shut down enemy heroes very quickly. Alright, just interesting choice. Mass Archer from blue. Dark Ranger is very, very powerful. Hippogriffs now joining in on the fight. Keeper of the Grove. Are we going to see some Entangles? Yes, we are. There's some damage. Keeper of the Grove finally getting attacked, losing that Clarity Potion, but that Archer is taking so much damage over time, as the Archers are now trying to fight back the other way. There goes an Acid Bomb. Keeper of the Grove going to be in a lot of trouble. As you can see, Cloak of Shadows coming into play right there, being able to hide in broad daylight, as we're looking at the Ogre Magi perhaps going to get taken out. There's Dust of Appearance. Keeper of the Grove is now taking a lot of damage there, and they're finally being forced to back up. Ogre Magi getting taken out as well. Dark Ranger back on the scene, only to get teleported away. Jeremy is playing Jeremy is playing a very great game right now, going up against Tho, and forcing Tho to use Scrolls of Town Portal and just do lots of different styles of play. Alright, Keeper of the Grove, once again, Acid Bomb, Entangle, and there it's going to be a problem. There's a couple of Wisp even being brought over to counteract the Entangle of the opponent. Damage is just still adding in once more. There it goes again, and the Keeper of the Grove could get taken down. Dust of Appearance down to 17 hit points. Is it going to be able to escape? Down to 14, and it looks as though it will be able to escape once more. Archers, there's detonations coming across to try to dispel all of that. Hippogriff Riders are getting taken out as well, as it looks like the Keeper of the Grove was able to stay alive. Ring of Regeneration coupled with, I believe that was those Moonwells that gave it a lot more mana, and just trying to stay alive still. Alright, what is going on here? That low hit point Keeper of the Grove from Tho trying to escape back, and, well, that potion being thrown by the Alchemist was just the auto attack, not actually an Acid Bomb or anything of that nature. Alright, Cloak of Shadows, that change to be able to use it during the day, saving that Keeper of the Grove twice so far, as the Hippogriffs are just constantly joining out in the battle. Again, there you go. We see another run by here. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Wisp purposely being brought over to do a little bit of body blocking. Meanwhile, the Hippogriff Riders going after those archers, and because of that elevated air advantage, being able to travel over the forest, able to pick off some of those enemy units as well. All right, mass archers on the ground compared to mass archers in the air, and Jeremy says, you know what, I want nothing to do with this fight. Let me go ahead and teleport out. All right, I saw it being how can a wisp even body block without a body? That I don't know. Yeah, having Cloak of Shadows being able to be used during the day was one of those effects that everyone's just like, whatever. But as we've seen in this matchup, it has been a big game changer. As we're looking at the Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 4 and the Alchemist sitting at level 2, Trent's now going to join on the battle, and the Keeper of the Grove purposely backing away to try and give more experience to that Alchemist still. Archers do not have the improved bow as of yet, still trying to get the Tree of Eternity, and getting to that is going to be incredibly important. All right, Keeper of the Grove showing up to the field. Let's take a look at this. Damage is adding in. Dark Ranger fighting in the very far back, taking a little bit of damage, but it looks like it will be fine as the Dark Ranger in the back next to that Fountain of Health, still able to stay alive with that heroic armor, mitigating much of that damage. Boots of Quel'Thalas being was picked up by, I believe, the Dark Ranger here. Nope. I thought I saw Boots of Quel'Thalas. What did it? Huh? Yep, there it goes. Onto that Dark Ranger right there, giving it a little bit more damage as well. All right. Shockwave going through. Damage adding up here. All right, Jeremy actually doing a very risky clear of the center concealed hill gold mine. Going to be able to get up to level 3 on the Alchemist and getting Endurance Aura. All right, Endurance Aura. That's going to be a very big matchup here as the Ents try to finish off the remainder of these units. Mass Archers joining in as the Fairy Dragon is trying to stay alive. That damage is going to add up rather quick as another Fairy Dragon gets picked off there. There goes another Entangle once more. Are the Trents going to be able to finish off the Forest Troll Trapper? It looks like it will. Will it finish off the High Priest? That, well, is going to be a difficult proposition with that additional bonus armor. All right, we're still looking at a strange opening here. 62 supply compared to 56. Though has the supply advantage. We should be getting the improved bow damage. Yep, right there in the marksmanship for +4 damage, as we are going into dual Ancients of Wind with mass Hippogriff Riders and Fairy Dragons. Those Fairy Dragons, with that bonus damage from the Archers, I don't expect them to actually be able to deal all that much, but we still don't see there's a Hunter's Hall, but no upgrades other than that. Alchemists, also with that Endurance Aura, able to attack faster, move faster as well. Almost feels like it has Chemical Rage for the entire army. Are we going to see Scroll of Healing? Yeah, it's picked up. Perfect. Just what you need when you have a very wide army like this. Having a large number of low supply units makes that a rather effective strategy, as that one Scroll of Healing all of a sudden heals into the thousands of hit points if all of your units get healed at the same time. All right, battle about to rage on here. Wisp are even brought over into this battle. Level 4, level 3, and here we go. Who actually has the advantage here as the Fairy Dragons? Some of them finishing off right there. There is another phase shift trying to save some of those units. Archers are dealing mass damage, and how you can shoot arrows at a building until it is destroyed, I do not know. But, well, those must be some really strong arrows as the Archers are continuing to fight their way through. Healing Spray, not enough to save that last Archer in the back. The Archers saw the Healing Spray coming down, but it never landed. Archers continuing to fight here. Fairy Dragons trying to push. All right, it looks like the Tree of Life will get lost, and Tho is now going to be down in expansion. No repairs coming over, but still not enough as the Archers are trying to shift away and able to teleport back. Jeremy down to 60 supply compared to 67 from his opponent. Tho, where are they going to head off to? Perhaps try and shut down his own opponent's expansion as well. No weapon upgrades that I've seen. No, level 1 weapons upgrade now trying to get added in here. It looks as though the Hippogriff Riders, same upgrades, but now we are looking at True Shot Aura, the third coming in from Tho. And are we perhaps going to be looking at multiple orbs of venom? Getting an orb of venom on the Priestess of the Moon doesn't really make sense on the Dark Ranger. All right. All right, in comes the battle here. Archers, mass archers, fairy dragons. Oh, focus fire is rather hard. Units are trying to shift back. All of those fairy dragons now trying to shift away as well, as those Ents are quickly getting taken down. A couple of wisp while trying to dodge some of that damage, as well as they're going to look at the alchemists still push their way forward. All right, alchemists pushing their way forward. Acid bomb could get some major damage across some of those units, just hitting a hero or any other unit. More healing spray getting added. Level 5 now onto that Keeper of the Grove. Level 3 entangle, perhaps a possibility, as the fairy dragons are getting, well, pretty much eaten here. All right, silence there. There's a scroll of healing being used. Priestess of the Moon getting taken down, as a new Priestess of the Moon being trained up as well. All right, damage 56 compared to 55. Healing spray getting added in. Archers trying to join in on the battle. Trents all across the ground. All of the wisp are completely gone, as acid bomb now finding the Keeper of the Grove with an entangle, as now the Keeper of the Grove trying to back away. Priestess of the Moon completely surrounded and, well, getting lost in transit. Is there going to be a staff of preservation? No, there is not. As well, the Priestess of the Moon lost by Jeremy. Perhaps the first mistake he's really made this matchup. All right, Keeper of the Grove trying to retreat back here. Tome of Knowledge left behind. And with that Scroll of Town Portal, well, what's going to happen next? A little bit of healing going on here. Hippogriff, well, Hippogriff Riders going after the Red Drake. Oh, hi. Hi, Iris. How are you? All right. I was like, someone's spinning my chair. Who's spinning my chair?
Oh, well, it's definitely not me.
Warriors of the night, assemble!
All right, Iris wants to see what's going on. All right, Hippogriff Fairy Dragons now once again on the move. All right. Bye, Iris.
Sorry. I stand ready.
Coming back down, Tree of Life, going to try and re-entangle this gold mine here. Remember, during all this time, Tho has been behind one base. So even though he's been able to come out ahead in many of those battles, he is, well, losing economically. 65 supply compared to 66. Even though he is losing economically, that should mean that he has come out ahead in terms of overall experience. And as we look at the heroes, we see a level 2 Priestess of the Moon. Level 2 Priestess of the Moon, Sentinel, Owl Scouts, detonations coming across, and here comes that next big battle. Wisp trying to line up. Are we going to perhaps see some detonations? Wisp, is it going to try and detonate itself as the unit's trying to take down? There's the detonation there. Silence getting cast across some of those units, but not really hitting any of the targets. Archers trying to fight their way back as the major damage being added across multiple units. The Wisps are silent, unable to detonate. I did not know you could silence a Wisp. Its dying wishes to detonate, and, well, it is unable to do that as the Trents are all taken down. Alchemist picks up a potion of lesser invulnerability, has a scroll of healing. We do see some mining coming across, as well as the Trents are going to be trying to push their way through. 66 supply compared to 63. Army sizes are about the same, 52 compared to 47, and it will be a matter of positioning more than anything else, as the healing spray goes down but doesn't even hit the Alchemist himself. All right, level 1 Priestess of the Moon, True Shot Aura, damage bonus across all of these units. We're looking at more damage coming in here. There's a silence there again, as the Keeper of the Grove, potion of lesser invulnerability, forced to be used. All right, Alchemist could be in a little bit of trouble. No, in that front line, not getting targeted. Creeps in the back, joining in on the fight, and that is a problem. Scroll of Town Portal forced there, as the Keeper of the Grove's potion of invulnerability seems to last forever and a day. Hippogriff Rider getting taken out again. Vanilla WoW back in the leveling my palette with tiny son on my knee. He's 15 now, learning to drive. Wow, yep. 16-year anniversary for World of Warcraft. All right, Priestess of the Moon, Alchemist, Keeper of the Grove, and, well, trying to push this together. Jeremy has played an amazing opening game, but does he have enough to really combat against Tho, who seems to be starting to pull away now, with an additional expansion in the center portion of the map now getting established? The window of opportunity for Jeremy to really open up or really close in on this game right now and press the advantage that he has is starting to fall. He does have 2-0 upgrades on all of his archers, which is incredibly important. Meanwhile, the Hippogriff Riders, I don't believe... Well, the Fairy Dragons, are they going to get taken down? Yes, they are. Slowly but surely, as the Keeper of the Grove is actually getting very close to level 6. Level 6 is going to be a very big upgrade. As we know, Hippogriff Riders do not benefit from the upgrade that Tho has. Only the Hippogriffs themselves, as the Owl Scout now, well, chasing after those units. Couple of Ents, well, hanging out at a Fountain of Health, won't be able to stay around. I was like, Mass Fairy Dragons, and I've got to see this. Another tome left unread. Yep. Professional players at their best. All right. We are looking at, well, the Priestess of the Moon of Jeremy could be picking up an Orb of Venom as well. And if that is the case, well, that is going to be a very big deal indeed. An Orb of Venom, Priestess of the Moon trying to back up, damage adding up there. We're seeing a lot of damage going everywhere. Oh, silence right after the first healing spray. Beautifully done by Tho, shutting down that ability there. But once again, we see this really wide army of Jeremy, and that's gonna make that healing spray and any scrolls of healing that are on his units that much more powerful. Right now, double potions of lesser invulnerability. We're looking at a Tree of Life about to get poked down once more before enough gold was really added to try and save it. As well, Owl Scouts are here. All right, Ents trying to make their way across there. Now level 5 on the Alchemist. Grove is still right there. Healing spray being added. The silence was already used, as a lot of that healing spray absorbing much of that damage, making those Hippogriff Riders not able to shift their targets quickly enough. 60 supplies compared to 60. There goes a healing spray. Double level up. Keeper of the Grove at level 6. Priestess of the Moon now at level 3 as the well, what was taken out? There goes the Priestess of the Moon. Again, it seemed like it looked like the Priestess of the Moon had fallen and then perhaps resurrected at the tavern, only to fall again. There goes that Tree of Life, and it looks like Jeremy invested a lot into trying to shut down his opponent. He has the hero level advantage, but Tho has the supply advantage, at least for now. All right, more healing spray getting added back in. 59 supply compared to 61. Well, Alchemist not doing much healing anymore, and well, so many Owl Scouts getting added into the skies, it sounds like, as the Mass Hippogriff Riders do not benefit from scrolls of healing as opposed to the same number as Mass Archers if you're just looking at supply. Tree of Eternity on the move to try and go into that center location. We don't see the same happening from Tho, but we do see a transition into Chimeras. These Chimeras, these Chimeras are going to, well, make their presence known, but there's only one out on the field, even though there is 2 Chimera Roost. Hippogriff Riders in position. Tranquility going to be a very big deal here, as the Priestess of the Moon with level 2 True Shot Aura going to be giving big bonus damage as well. All right, we're going to look at some of that damage here. Hippogriff Riders going to try to all get in position, and here we are. There's that damage. Are we going to see an Acid Bomb? No, a Silence, as the Alchemist healing spray to try and keep all of those units alive, and Mass Detonations also being used as well. Alchemist continuing the fight here. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. More damage getting added. No healing. Well, more healing spray more than anything else, as the units are going to get taken down. And there goes that Chimera, now giving level 4 to the Priestess of the Moon. Tranquility perhaps should be used and then save the Acid Bombs for all of the air units, since they are clumping so much together. But then again, you got to work around that Dark Ranger's silence. All right, Wisp. Mass Detonation once again. Dark Ranger could be in trouble. There goes there goes the Tranquility, now that the Dark Ranger is trying to pull back just a little bit, unable to get the silence off, as the Keeper of the Grove is in that back line still. All right, Alchemist getting very close to level 5. If we get to, well, Transmute, the Alchemist will be transmuting those Hippogriff Riders pretty much all game long. and coming out ahead on gold. Ancients of Wind also getting added in here, but I believe this is more of a desperation move than an actual viable play, as we see the Tree of Eternity now getting taken out. Meanwhile here, Tree of Eternity trying to take out the haunted gold or the entangled gold mine of another Tree of Eternity. I don't know when the last time I saw that was, as archers are getting taken out here. Chimeras, there's a silence right there. Keeper of the Grove is currently silenced, trying to fight back the other way. There goes another Chimera, quickly getting taken down as the Alchemist trying to fight its way back through here. Alright, are we going to perhaps see some death of the Priestess of the Moon? Priestess of the Moon, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used in time. More damage getting added in. Level 6 now on the Alchemist, but we may not see Transmute as he's in trouble, trying to back away, unable to save himself. Alright, we got to level 6 only to see the Alchemist fall at the last possible second here. 41 supply compared to 37, and Jeremy seems to have lost it. All of a sudden losing a couple of last archers. These dark minions, these dark minions, the greater dark minions, 16 to 19 damage. High damage indeed, as the Alchemist now looking to back up here. Meanwhile, oh, what is this? Tho is entangling the gold mine now. Alright, as the Tree of Eternity is now stuck in the center of the map. Tho is the one entangling the gold mine. This Tree of Eternity is trying to fight back here, but the dark minions and adding and bolstering the supply much higher than I would have naturally thought, as the Alchemist trying to come back over. Are we going to be looking at a transmute? Oh, we should. Why didn't we see a transmute right there? Waiting for it. Just waiting for it, and there's the transmute, goes off, takes down 290 gold, picked up right there. Is the Alchemist's transmute going to be enough to win the game? That is the question. Detonations coming across. We need to see some repairs. No repairs, no detonations, as the Dark Ranger gets saved right there. Alchemist in a little bit of trouble. Tranquility coming back across. Tranquility coming back across. And who is going to come out ahead? That is the major question. Dark Ranger trying to escape. Alchemist left the safety of his own healing, and the Alchemist falls for the second time. Ancients of Wind being brought back over, and Jeremy is in serious trouble after losing a level 6 hero. Alright, we soon 6 Dark Ranger out, but what is Charm really going to be taking? Charming your opponent's archers. I guess that is technically a swing of what, 120 gold? As you gain 120 gold and your opponent loses 120 gold, but there isn't that many high supply units to go after. In terms of immediate effect on the battlefield, I believe Charm is better than the Alchemist, because just getting the gold doesn't help you that much. But then again, because of the low cooldown rate, if you're able to afford a lot of potions of mana, Alchemist is able to keep that possession chain going. So yeah, that is yeah, that's my thought right there. All right, Archer quickly getting taken down. Hippogriff Riders are here. Dark Ranger with more possession. Are we going to see a transmute trying to go after that transmute right there? Hippogriff Riders have to be very careful keeping that distance away, as well as the Dark Ranger, well, going after these units. Can transmute ignore phase shift? I don't know. Can you dodge with a phase shift if like you attack your own unit, attack the own unit with the fairy dragon? Like initiate a phase shift? That I don't know. Alright, Potion of Invulnerability. There's the transmute. Getting the gold. Level 7 up to the Keeper of the Grove. 32 supply compared to 46 right now. Units. Staff of Preservation trying to save again. More damage getting added. Alchemist trying to go after these units still, as we're seeing the Archer perhaps going to take a little bit of damage. There's an Entangle onto the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger could be in trouble. Acid Bomb goes onto the Dark Ranger, as the Dark Ranger now able to retreat back once more. Meanwhile, back off to the north here. Well, the Dark Minion just getting in some damage here, and we are looking at Tho mining on 2 bases. That Tree of Eternity doing enough damage to reestablish that center location. 2 bases compared to 1, but not mining from this gold mine at all. So it's 1 bases to 1, 1 to 0, as all of a sudden Jeremy seemed to have lost all of his steam and is unable to finish a game where he clearly had an advantage early on. All right. There goes another Dark Minion there. What are we going to be doing next? This Tree of Life now on its way to perhaps try and take the center gold mine. That's all it can really hope to do. 34 supply compared to 50. A Chimera could get transmuted. That would be interesting indeed, as the Alchemist does have enough gold right now and also a potion of lesser invulnerability to try and make something happen. Are we going to go into an engagement here? Alchemist could try to dive on in, get some damage. Trent's now joining in on the battle. Are we going to see a transmute? We should be looking at a transmute. And how much gold does it give? 330. Chimera now trying to back around. Potion of lesser invulnerability not being used. It's going to go ahead and retreat all the way back. And the Keeper of the Grove could have tried to use Tranquility right there in that moment to try and heal back up. Potion of lesser invulnerability finally being used there, as we are looking at a big battle. 27 supply. Where is the heals? The Alchemist is going to be in trouble as that comes to an end. There's the heals, but a silence should be coming in momentarily. There it is. And Jeremy not paying attention, really now being forced to retreat back as there are some detonations coming across. This Tree of Life does need to retreat back as well. Tranquility still has quite a bit ways to go. Alchemist low on mana, does not have the ability to transmute again, as the Ents are trying to just still put pressure on. 25 supply compared to 50. A lot of gold and nothing to do with it. And that is that situation where you probably wanted to possess the Chimera as opposed to just transmute it. All right, there is the charm, as that Archer quickly changes allegiance and switches off to the other side, keeping those upgrades. There is another, a beautiful use of Tranquility to keep those units alive and well. Silence shutting down again. All right, Alchemist could be trying to make its way back over. And Possession versus Transmute. Who has the better ability right now? That is the question. Are we going to see a Transmute? Yes, we do. Hippogriff Rider getting taken out. 57 supply compared to 60. Dark Ranger is going to be in trouble. Anti-Magic Potion, Staff of Preservation kind of saves it as it teleports it about 30 pixels away, as the Dark Ranger now tries to retreat back. All right, Acid Bomb. All right, Alchemist down to 155, down to 121, trying to run all the way back home. Is it going to be able to do exactly that? As level 5 now on the Priestess of the Moon. Level 5 Priestess of the Moon, major damage coming across. Damage adding on up as well. 52 supply compared to 17. 3 heroes and an Archer. All that is left. All right, how much damage is going to get added in here? Still not mining from this gold mine. I wonder if Tho realizes that he's only mining from one base when he could be mining from 2. If he loses this game, that is perhaps the reason why, as he would have had a major advantage there. Keeper of the Grove now resurrected once more. But another charm coming back in, and it just doesn't make any sense, as a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability needs to be used by the Priestess of the Moon and used just in time. All right, are we going to see a transmute? Yes, we are. But it's going to cost them the Goblin Alchemist, as the Goblin Alchemist gets taken down. And I believe that is going to be the game, as this Priestess of the Moon somehow survives at 30 hit points. All right, Priestess of the Moon going to get taken down, and that is the game. Tho coming out ahead in a crazy matchup. Night Elf Mirror, one that I've never seen before. A great game, very well played by both. Just saying, if Tho had if Tho was mining from his bottom expansion, that would have been a different game completely, as I think Tho was perhaps wondering why he wasn't getting the economic advantage that he thought he should have had. Overall resource score, Jeremy actually mining more gold and losing more gold to upkeep, but Tho doing a better job just managing his units. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.